Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. It was very interesting to hear the introductory speeches. Also to thank the host, which is maybe it shows the effort of the city to open its doors to an international community and also to share and start to exchange the knowledge that you're bringing and also, you know, giving you the space to express it and to see what we can do actually together in this effort. My role in the municipality is called Vice Mayor of Civil Society and Innovation. And I agree with you, you don't plan innovation like you don't plan change. You set the conditions and maybe it occurs or maybe it doesn't. But new forms of dealing with reality, new solutions that, you know, that exist in the city are not something that the local authority can often come with a it's old model, the top-down model. I mean, it doesn't work anymore to solve the reality and the complexity of the city. So what we've done in my sector is to create a platform on which we map the activities of citizens, of both formal and informal community groups, a phenomenon that has increased in the last 5 or 6 years, very much in Athens and worldwide, in fact. They're not exactly volunteers. In Greece, they don't like to use the word volunteer. They like to use, I mean, they're just people that initiate small-scale solutions around the city for a range of different matters, which can be from environmental, you know, new digital apps to map stuff in the city, garbage, technology, kids, education, refugees, a lot of solidarity initiatives. Most of those initiatives, and there are now more than 2,500 initiatives mapped on this kind of calendar of events that are happening in the city, most of them are borderline legal. And that's what's interesting about them. Because they are initiatives that solve pressing needs of the city. There is a lot of invention, a lot of spontaneous improvisation that has the potential to bring new knowledge to the city. So here the city, the municipality is creating this space for those initiatives. And what the platform also does, of course, is to empower them by just letting them connect with each other. A lot of people are doing similar things without knowing each other. We also connect those initiatives to the services of the municipalities when they can help. For example, the garbage department to clean the square before the activity, or to get a permit to use public space. I mean, this is the municipality is a bureaucratic marathon, labyrinth rather. So it's difficult for those community groups to connect with the services they need. And we also give the opportunity on this platform for those community groups to come in connection with donators and supporters that can be experts, sometimes sponsors or businesses, which part of their what's called corporate social responsibility programs can help those activities. And coming to the migration issue, of course, you know, it is a phenomenal range of small-scale efforts to improvise models of integration that we find in this map. They're disconnected. Now, what's the role in the city? What's the city's role? I sometimes ask myself. And now, hearing your initiative, you know, what can a city help you do better in what you're trying to do in this case? And I think that what the city brings, you know, as a red light in all of this is that these efforts have to have practical outcome. That's what the city authority is responsible for. Okay, ideas are fine, connection is fantastic, collaboration is, you know, really good, bottom-up processes are really important. Otherwise, you never come in connection with this new knowledge. But at the end of the day, you have to have a measurable outcome. You have to have a number of immigrants that are actually integrated, that they can really, that you have to measure the lives that have changed. And so how can you do that? The city is there to maybe sometimes help in this direction. And what we're doing now in a new attempt to coordinate what is happening in the city in this field is to create a kind of neutral zone. Maybe it's a museum at the end of the day, I don't know. But we're trying to design a kind of neutral zone in which all these different efforts that tackle small-scale aspects of integration, psychosocial support, skill identification, exchange of cultural knowledge, all these little things that have to surround housing, employment, education, the hardcore integration steps, all these things may be facilitated or enabled to develop in a kind of space that the municipality will provide, so that these people that are taking these initiatives are also supported themselves, because they need support to deliver what they're doing. And I think that you really have to develop your ability to observe what is now happening spontaneously in your cities, in the small scale. I mean, in Athens, you see all kinds. For example, there is this building, the Caritas CRS, Caritas International has prepared 17 buildings in the city, in the municipality of Athens, private buildings. It got the money from the UNHCR program and itself to refurbish 17 buildings in which migrants are living. The people that are running them are finding out ways of integration. And you see, for example, exchange of skills and services that the refugees want to offer to the community as a kind of appreciation for hosting them. So you have, for example, gardeners now cleaning up public areas in the city. I mean, and all this is very much dependent on the intermediary role of those people working in those buildings to do the right matchmaking between those identified refugees that can give their services, etc. And all those small, detailed examples are very important to be seen and identified and supported. And I think that maybe your role in this is very important. Not only to film it, but also to coordinate it. Anyway, the city has that role to bring those things together and see how that can be done. So, good luck. The city's here. And we hope something will come out.